Good morning, and thank you for joining us for our weekly press conference. I hope everyone here is doing well. We have 5 topics for today. We'll be talking about, first, to remind residents of the annual DEA drug take-back event, which is this coming Saturday, April 26th. Second, we'll recognize Earth Day, which took place this past Tuesday, April 22nd, and we're also going to commemorate Arbor Day, which is tomorrow, April 25th. We'll announce the Arbor tree planting of a black Tupelo tree in East Perry Square, which is coming up. We'll remind residents of the annual tire and electronics recycling event, which is on Saturday, May 3rd. And we'll also remind those interested in becoming a City of Erie firefighter that the deadline to submit the application is midnight this coming Sunday, April 27th. First, Lieutenant Jamie Russo will tell us about this Saturday's DEA Drug Take-Back Day for unwanted medications. Lieutenant Russo, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Good morning, everybody. I'd like to announce that we'll be conducting our semi-annual DEA Drug Take-Back this Saturday, April 26th, from 10 to 2 at 2 different locations. Once again, we'll be at UPMC Hammond Hospital lobby, and right here directly at City Hall at 626 State Street's front lobby. Also, we'll have UPMC Western Behavioral Health at Safe Harbor on site. They'll be handing out home drug disposal kits and single-use Narcan while supplies last. So please take advantage of that if needed. We are very thankful to be once again partnering with UPMC Hammond Hospital and UPMC Western Behavioral Health at Safe Harbor. We believe by bringing together all these service providers and adding an additional drug take-back drop-off locations helps serve the citizens of Erie better. The National DEA Take-Back Initiative is a great opportunity to dispose of unneeded prescription medications. Those that are old, unwanted, or no longer needed are a public safety issue, too often becoming a gateway to addiction. The drug overdose epidemic in the United States is a clear and present public health, public safety, and national security threat. The DEA's National Prescription Drug Take-Back Day reflects DEA's and the City of Erie Police Department's commitment to Americans' safety and health, encouraging the public to remove unneeded medications from their homes as a measure of preventing medication misuse and opioid addiction from ever starting. The majority of opioid addictions start with prescription pills found in medicine cabinets at home. Pharmaceutical drugs can be just as dangerous as street drugs when taken without a prescription or a doctor's supervision. A majority of people who misuse a prescription medications obtain the medicine from a family member or a friend. Participants may dispose of medications at our 2 locations in its original containers or by removing the medication from its container and disposing it directly into the disposal box. Liquid products such as cough syrup should remain sealed in their original container, making sure the cap is tightly sealed to prevent anything from leaking. We will not be accepting any injectables or syringes due to potential hazards posed by bloodborne pathogens. We will also be collecting vape pens and e-cigarette devices from individual consumers only after batteries are removed from the devices. Recently, we've been participating with the DEA's take-back for probably about 4 years, so we've been tracking the amount of prescription medications that we've been taking in. So I just wanted to give you just some stats on our last 3 that we had. The last one we had in 10 of 2024, we brought in 182 pounds that we turned in the DEA. In May of 2024, we did 230 pounds, and then in October of 23, 211 pounds. So our citizens have been able to use this. It's definitely a tool, and no questions asked, drop it off, and please leave. It's just a great opportunity and a safe opportunity for our citizens to utilize this event for themselves and their family members. So just once again, we'll be at 2 different locations, UPMC Hammond Hospital's front lobby and the City of Erie's front lobby located at 626 State Street this Saturday, April 26th from 10 to 2. Thank you. Mayor?
Thank you. Good job. Thank you, Lieutenant Russo. I really appreciate it. Thanks for the good work you're doing Saturday. Next, I want to remind everyone that this past Tuesday, April 22nd, was Earth Day, and tomorrow, April 25th, is Arbor Day. It's just a few minutes we'll hear from our city arborist and sustainability coordinator, Sarah Peelman, who will talk about the upcoming Arbor Day events. But first, Earth Day, which started back in 1970, is a reminder of the importance of environmental conservation and sustainability. Earth Day encourages everyone to work in unison to create a healthier planet and a brighter future for everyone. We all have a part to play in protecting our environment, and both locally and globally. Now, as to Arbor Day, it was founded in 1872 and is a nationally celebrated day that encourages tree planting and care. Here in Erie, we are reminded daily of the beauty of Lake Erie, the bay, the glorious natural beauty of our neighborhoods, parks, and our green spaces. We are doing a lot in Erie to protect and enhance our environment. When I took office back in 2018, part of my vision was to make Erie a community of choice, where we celebrated our rich cultural diversity, our welcoming, vibrant neighborhoods, our world-class downtown and bayfront, our excellent education for everyone, and our abundance of good, family-sustaining jobs. As part of that effort, we created the Environmental Advisory Council. The role of the Environmental Advisory Council is to research identifiable environmental issues in Erie and make recommendations on how to best address those issues. We are fortunate in Erie to also have an urban forest committee, which helps to achieve the city's vision for a healthy, diverse urban forest ecosystem made up of native trees and plants, public parks, and private properties. Trees do a number of things to improve our city. They purify the air, the water, and the soil. They absorb stormwater runoff, and they reduce carbon dioxide levels. We also know that trees benefit the economy by attracting shoppers to local businesses and raising property values. Plus, studies have demonstrated the link to personal well-being with having trees in the immediate surroundings. Here to tell us much more about Arbor Day in Erie is Arborist and Sustainability Coordinator Sarah Peelman. Sarah, the floor is now yours.
Hello, everybody. 2025 is the 153rd anniversary of Arbor Day. Our vision is to have a healthy, diverse urban forest ecosystem made up of native trees and plants in city right-of-ways, public parks, and on private properties, like the mayor said, which also sustains the diversity of flora and fauna and is promoted and protected by citywide policies and dedicated funding, which provides a comprehensive urban forest. Thanks to the work of the Urban Forest Committee and the city's commitment to plant and nurture our urban trees, we have received the designation of Tree City USA for our 19th year in a row. So we're very excited about that. It is for our work that we have accomplished in 2024 to help our urban forest be a thriving community of interconnected trees, and our work by planting new trees, trimming trees along our streets and in our parks, and also removing hazardous trees when needed. To help celebrate Arbor Day, we are asking city residents to plant a tree, or as many as possible, because every tree planted is a step in the right direction. Our observance of Arbor Day will be on Saturday, April 26th at the Erie County Blasco Library. Folks from the Urban Forest Committee will be there from 10 to 2 p.m., along with folks from the Relief Program, from the LEAF at Frontier Park Group, and the Erie County Master Gardeners, and our Erie County Service Forester, Steve Laskowski, myself, and many others will be providing educational resources about trees and handing out baby tree seedlings for folks to take home and plant. As part of obtaining the Tree City USA status for 2024, we have received a new emblem for our plaque, 2 Tree USA stickers and decals from Arbor Day. I'll show those when I'm done speaking here. Also, I wanted to let everyone know that on Arbor Day tomorrow, April 25th at 10 a.m. in East Perry Square, Mayor Schember will be planting a new black gum, which is also known as Tupelo tree. The Tupelo tree is a nod to Erie's ecological past as the home of one of the 5 Great Lakes of the world, which was created by the melting glaciers and oftentimes have left surrounding moist, acidic soils. While acknowledging that the challenge that we are most likely to face in the future. Native black gum is heat tolerant and better adapted to our warmer climate than some of our other native trees and can handle flooding and minor droughts. They grow the whole way from up here in northeastern Pennsylvania down to Tupelo, Mississippi, which is how it got its name, and also Tupelo honey comes from the black gum tree. Black gums are a stately tree with straight trunks and horizontal limbs with small greenish-white spring flowers. While they're not that showy, they're an excellent source for bees and spectacular fall color, which is why they make such great honey. So if you're available tomorrow, please stop by and see the tree planting with Mayor Schember and also plant your own tree. I have our supplies down here. What we have received was we have 2 city signs welcoming people into the city of Erie, that we're a Tree City USA, and we have our 19th year stickers to update on those. And we also received these stickers and a new 2024 year plaque that goes on our plaques down here to proclaim that we're a Tree City USA for all those years. And we do also have a Tree City USA flag, which we can fly if we have a flagpole. And I would also like to thank the mayor for proclaiming Earth Day with his proclamation on April 22nd, and for tomorrow proclaiming Arbor Day, which will be tomorrow. So thank you, Mayor.
Thank you.
And thanks for coming out tomorrow to plant a tree with all of us.
Thank you very much, Sarah. I really am looking forward to tomorrow's tree planting here on Arbor Day. Next, I just want to remind everyone of the city's upcoming annual tire and electronics recycling event, which will be held on Saturday, May the 3rd from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the City of Erie Municipal Garage, and that's at 1926 Holland Street. This is a drive-through and drop-off event that is free for City of Erie residents. The drop-off is limited to 6 per resident. Construction and hazardous material will not be accepted at this. A new addition to this year's event is the acceptance of smoke detectors and carbon monoxide detectors. Accepted electronics include TVs, a desktop, laptop, or tablet computers, computer monitors, printers, computer accessories, including keyboards, mice, and speakers. So I urge all residents who have electronic devices to take advantage of this program to dispose of them very safely. Finally, I want to remind everyone that prospective city fire department applications that the deadline for you to submit your application to become a city firefighter is this Sunday, April 27th at midnight. You can submit your applications at efd.erie.pa.us/apply, APPLY. If you have any questions about the process, please contact Chief Len Trott at 814-870-1597 or Carol McWhorter, who's in Human Relations, at 814-870-1243. I know that there are many great future firefighters out there, and I wish you all the best success in your application process. That concludes this week's press conference. Please follow us on social media for the latest updates on everything happening here in the city of Erie. Thanks very much for being here or for watching on TV. Everyone who spoke, all 3 of us, are now available for interviews. Thank you very much.